Hey guys, it's Hat Guy with the picks. It is Monday, early Monday morning. Guys, I sure hope you guys follow me on TikTok as well. Sometimes I get lazy and I just want to put a ticket up and show what I bet for that day. I promise I won't do it too many times this year, but yesterday was one of those days. Yesterday, the game that we took was the under in the Florida State LSU game. And they tried to do everything to make that game go over. And thank God for a blocked extra point to keep the game under. That was a winner. A&M minus 30 was a winner. Right now, in this early football season, we are now sitting at 4 wins and 1 loss. That's 80% so far in football. And that's only giving out 1 pick a day. I'm here to make money, and I sure hope you guys are here with me to do the same exact thing. I don't think I need to make a video on how to bet, how to raise your bet each time that you win, progressive betting. We need and try to take the juice out as much as we can. So, for instance, if I play a team for $110 and I get back $210, my following bet, I don't care if it goes up to 115 or 120. Just adding a little bit on that bet is going to add up a whole bunch by the end of the year. It's the same way as betting blackjack. It's the same way as progressive betting. Typically, bettors that stay on the same number all the time don't see too many of the moves. You got to leverage house money against house. And that's what I want you guys to do each and every week. I don't know if I can replicate what I did last year in football because it was absolutely amazing. But I'll be damn sure I'm going to do everything to get higher than we were last year. We got a game Monday night. We got Clemson traveling to Georgia Tech. Clemson's number 4 in the country, rightfully so. This line opened up at Clemson, given 21. It sits at 23.5 right now. The total opened up at 49, and it sits at 51. Now, these two teams have faced each other 3 times over the past 3 years with Georgia Tech's head coach, Jeff Collins, and they have scored a combined total points of 31 points versus Clemson the past 3 games that they've played them. Collins is 9-25 as the head coach over the past 3 years. Not too good. It doesn't help when you don't have top of the line talent, and then whenever you get a taste of the top of the line talent, they leave you. Georgia Tech returns only a combined, now this ain't games, this is starts. They return a combined 37 starts out of their offensive and defensive line. They're babies. They have no experience at all, completely unexperienced. And they lost their best player, which was their running back, Gibbs. He played 1 year in Georgia Tech, went to the transfer portal, and found his way to Alabama. For Clemson, they're absolutely loaded, especially on the defensive side. I mean, they are stacked from top to bottom. they have a chance this year to give up less points than they did last year, and that's going to be almost impossible to do, but they have a real good chance of doing it. And this is a real good game to start that with. They returned their entire defensive line, and they returned 80% of their offensive line. You can count on those lines 100% without a doubt being in the NFL next year. Clemson's lines, they're going to overpower everyone on their schedule. Everyone on the schedule, their offense and defensive line are going to overpower their opponent. In tonight's game is an absolute mismatch. Clemson is loaded again at running back. You know, they return Will Shipley. Their backup, Kobe Pace, hell, he averaged 6 yards. He averaged over 6 yards every time he touched the ball. They're returning their quarterback, Ugalele. And to be honest with you, he'll definitely be on a short leash this year. He struggled a good bit last year. It's definitely going to be beneficial that he had a year underneath his belt. But I'm telling you right now, if he comes out and he starts playing like he did last year at all, they're not going to go for it this year. At all. And the main reason they're not going to go for it at all is because they brought in a 5-star recruit, Cade Klubnik, and you're going to be hearing that name early and often. He's definitely going to get in games. I'm pretty sure he will get in a game tomorrow night. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he will be on the field tomorrow night. And like I said, he's going to be ready at any given minute to jump in there and never give that ball back to anybody else until he leaves. Clemson has a top 5 defense in the nation right now. And they very well could, at the end of the year, be the #1 defensive team overall in the country. They're that good. Overall, this game, Georgia Tech's talent, it's not even close. They're not even in the same atmosphere. At every single position, too. I mean, there is no okay, we get a check mark over here towards Georgia Tech. No, there's none of that. Every single position on the field, Clemson is better. Period. Better. Clemson's 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 games in September. Georgia Tech is 1-7 against the spread in their last 8 games, period. And I see it getting worse for Georgia Tech tonight in a bad way. I can't see how possibly Georgia Tech can stop Clemson or move the ball against them. National TV, the only college football game tonight playing, Clemson makes a big statement tonight. They make a big statement. You can say Clemson had an off year last year with their 3 losses, and they did. They did. They will definitely be battling for BCS top dog by the end of the year. Their eyes are set on one thing and one thing only, and that's that championship. And they're going to do everything they possibly can to get there. And beating the hell out of Georgia Tech tonight is the first step, and that's exactly what they're going to do. It's going to be an absolute. I see it. It's going to look like Christmas with the lights lighting up on the scoreboard over and over and over and over again. Guys, you already know what the pick is. After tonight's game, we will be going to 5-1. Please share this everywhere that you can. Get this out to everybody. I'm just doing what I love to do, and I'm doing what I'm best at. And that's handicapping football games. I want to thank you guys for the support, the love, the comments, the subscribes, everything. Just please continue to do it. I will continue to bring you great content with high information and a very high percentage of winners. You already know what the play is. Take Clemson minus the 23.5 points tonight. Guys, you already know what I'm going to do until I get back to you. I'm going to get back to getting this cash.